Hello, hello. We are back with some more Umamusume. Today, we are going to actually start ace training. So it's probably just going to be gold ship today. But I doubt we'll finish anything. So, I think we should probably just get started and see how it goes, huh? Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Umamusume. And today we are finally going to start training our ace for the Gemini Cup. We gotta do some things before we can actually get started. So, I think the main character that most people are going to use for the Gemini Cup is going to be Gold Ship here. Now, the big benefits for Gold Ship are her signature ability and the fact that she's an end closer and the fact that she's free to play and the fact that she has access to a free gold skill for stamina here. So, first things first, since I haven't actually started training Gold Ship yet, we need to get her to potential level 5. So that's what we're going to do. I made sure to have all the materials. This was the last one that I was farming up. But anyways, yeah, I would recommend you get this gold stamina skill because it's going to be important for the Gemini Cup. This is pretty expensive, but, you know, it is what it is. It's what we've been saving for, so. Unlock all these skills. That is fine. And we actually just finished a challenge, too, for doing a certain amount of potential ups. So, second thing is her signature ability is pretty important. So, what I'm going to do, and I'm only going to do this because I'm pretty close. So, you can see here that I have 98 out of 100 star pieces for Gold Ship. And I would like her to be 3 stars to get up to Anchors Away instead of Warning Shot, just because it's a little bit better. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the statue exchange and we're going to get ourselves 2 of the star pieces. These are actually the only... I've never used any statues yet, so these are all the statues that I've accrued over time. I'll probably use them at some point, just not right now. And I really wouldn't recommend using them for any character that's 3 or below 3 stars. This is kind of an exception, and it's only because I'm using only 2. But otherwise, you should probably never use it on these characters, because these characters are going to get maxed out on their own when you start rolling for horses a lot. So, but anyways. Now, that's going to let us get 3-star Gold Ship. She's not crazy at all. So we got her outfit as well. And it does give you a little bit of a stat boost, which will just help you hit your thresholds that you need. But obviously, we're just looking for stamina, right? Okay, last thing we gotta do before we can actually start training. And we might as well look at what I was getting ready. So pretty much the past week, I've been training McQueens to try and get a good parent McQueen, and slowly over the course, like, this is kind of where we started. Granted, I got rid of a lot of them, but slowly over the course of time, I adapted how I was doing things. And this one's not terrible, right? Like, we got 2 speeds, so we end up with an 8-star. with Firm Conditions and Spring Runner. Turf is not that bad, and then 2-star of this. But early on, I was just kind of like trying to eke by with the minimum number of races. And how I kind of adapted over time is to run more races. And specifically, so you can see here, like, we got a decent number of stuff, but unfortunately a guts. Oh, I guess this run kind of fell apart. But what I was trying to do is get as many of the crowns, the triple crowns, as you can with McQueen, because she has a lot of the races already built into her campaign. So if you can run some extras, like here, you add in the Satsuki show and the Japanese Derby, combined with the Kikuka show, is a triple crown during the classic year. Unfortunately, we didn't win that one. But ideally, you get first in all of them. And then we do another one in senior year. We do the Osaka High we add in. And she already runs these two. So you combine all three of those to get the senior year triple crown. And then the last one I was trying to do, which sometimes it didn't work out. It looks like this run it didn't really work out. But if you do the Tenno Show Autumn and then the Japan Cup after that, and then the Arima Keenan after that, that's another crown that you can get. And it also, for winning all three of them, McQueen actually has a special event that gives her some stats and stuff. So this is pretty much what I've landed on. It's not perfect by any means, but I think it's pretty good and it'll get us started. So we got the 2-star stamina, which means that we got 5-star stamina, 3-star power, and we got quite a few white sparks that are pretty decent. Could be better, but after a week is kind of what I got to, and it wasn't. We need to get to work on our ace. So 2-star turf again is fine. We'll end up with 2 turf sparks and 4 long sparks for our actual ace run. And then these are some of the white sparks we got. So Osaka High, while it only gives guts, it does give standard distance, which is what we're looking for. Satsuki Show gives power, but the race course doesn't matter. Tenno Show is going to give us 2 good things. It's going to give us stamina and Spring Runner, both of which are going to be good for the Gemini Cup. Hopeful Stakes is just good stats. And then Spring Runner, again, just another chance to get that Spring Runner for the Gemini Cup. So this is probably the... And funnily enough, I don't even think... She didn't even win the URA finals. She was not capable. But you can see that we tried to do the triple crowns, but it never really worked out, right? Like, we ran these 2, and then we lost the Kikuka show. Or we ran these 2, and then we lost the Takarazuka Keenan. And then here, I actually lost on the Japan Cup, so I was like, alright, well... The hope is dead, so I didn't even bother running the Arima Keenan there. But ideally, you're winning a lot more. The problem with a parent horse is a lot of times you're trying to skirt by with the minimum number of stats required to actually make it. And that's kind of what this run was. It obviously wasn't good enough to win. But, you know, sometimes you just end up with good enough sparks to use, and I think this is fine. So, moving on, though, we do need to make sure that our deck is ready. And so this is kind of the deck that I was using. I ended up switching out Seiyun Sky for Satano Diamond just because I wasn't getting enough stamina with Seiyun Sky. And I figured if I used Satano Diamond, I could get in those extra races instead and spend less time training stamina. And it did pretty much work how I wanted it to. Plus Satano Diamond's not that bad. Because it does give firm conditions and sunny days, 2 things that are both useful for the Gemini Cup. So that's kind of what I ended up on, using Marikani Fuku Kitaru, just because it's the only way to get right-handed reliably, but we didn't end up with a right-hand spark on our Legacy anyways, so we'll see. Maybe I'll revisit it. But let's make a real deck. I think we'll probably scrap this deck real quick here. So what we need... is first let's start with our speed cards. Oh, I want to go here. So we probably don't want to use this one because it's not good for end closers. And we're almost certainly going to use Kita-san Black, but a borrowed version. Now, I can't really figure out what's better, Sweep Tosho or Aishin Flash. I think I'm going to go Aishin Flash just because we do actually get the standard distance from it. And Sweep Tosho, really the only thing Sweep Tosho offers us is Charming, which we could maybe get early on to help us get friendships quicker. But I think Sweep Tosho is going to have to go because the other thing that's going to be important, and we're also going to get rid of this card, but the thing that I haven't used yet, but probably the most important card for this event is going to be Hishi Amazon here. Now, it's not really for the power, but it is for Straightaway Spurt. Now, maybe I should have tried to get Straightaway Spurt on my Legacy. The problem is it's just a skill that's completely useless to the Legacy, right? Because Majiro McQueen is not an end closer. But this is going to be the best skill in the entire tournament. So I recommend you get it on preferably Gold Ship, but anyone that you're running on end closer is going to really want this skill, and it's going to be better than any other acceleration skill in the entire tournament. So we do need to level up this card because it's not leveled up yet. It does have end closer savvy. I don't know how good this is. It just gives us like wit and positioning ability for end closers. So we'll be able to use it, but it's not going to be amazing. But this skill is going to be like almost mandatory. So let's go ahead. Oh, it doesn't even save what card you were on when you hit level up. That's kind of lame. Where are you at? So we'll go ahead and max out this card just because we want as much usefulness out of it as possible. The friendship gauge, the mood effect, friendship bonus. We're all going to want this to be as good as possible to make our ace run as powerful as possible. Also, we get the extra stamina from it if we do actually end up training with her. It's so expensive, but it has to be done. So that should probably be the only card that we actually have to level up here. And then I am going to use this card. We didn't use this card on our Legacy, obviously, because McQueen was the parent. But this card is going to be very valuable because we want Kyoto Racecourse. And I guess it doesn't have Spring Runner, right? This one's weird because the lower level one actually has Spring Runner and Kyoto, whereas this one only has Kyoto, and then these two are not useful for this event. But we do get Corner Adept hints, which could be good, and maybe we'll get Straightaway hints. I think we're going to be spoiled for choice with skills, so we probably won't even have room for something like Straightaway Adept, but maybe we can put in a few extra stamina skills just to make sure we are completely ready for that. But yeah, this card is going to be useful, especially for the Racecourse thing. What does the Racecourse one do? It is a stamina thing. So, now, moving on. How I think we're going to do this, because we're going to go Kitasan Black and Aishin Flash. Kishi Amazon, unfortunately, not going to be as useful, but I think we're going to want 3 stamina cards, because it's going to be vital that we get to 1200 stamina with as much speed as possible. So, and I don't have a good selection of stamina cards. You'll probably see that really quickly here. The two stamina cards that people are going to be using a lot are these two, and you can see that I just didn't get any copies of them, so they're not going to be good enough for me. Manhattan Cafe is probably especially going to be useful because it has long straightaways. Does this one do anything for long? No, but it is useful because there's 2 uphills on the race course. But this one's probably going to be your best bet for the thing if you have it fully limit broken. But we are going to run my Satano Diamond instead. So these are my 3 best stamina cards, essentially, and it's not even very good. So hopefully this should be able to get us to 100 or 1,200 stamina, though, because Gold Ship does have a stamina bonus. So with this deck, we're hoping to get 1,200 stamina. Oh, we might as well grab our rewards. And as much speed as we possibly can, right? So let's get into the actual run, and I'll show off our legacies. So, Gold Ship, obviously we know that Gold Ship can have some struggles during the campaign, so I wouldn't expect to get a perfect one right away. So we're probably going to have to spend the next week working on this. We pretty much have exactly a week from when I'm recording this before the racing starts. Maybe even a day less than a week. So this is going to be our project for the upcoming days, is just training Gold Ship over and over until we get one that is good enough. Now, looking at my legacies, unfortunately these two look the exact same, but I'm pretty sure it's this one, right? Yeah, it's this one. And then, oh, whoops, we confirm that. And the guest I have is going to be this right here. So combine what I showed with my Majiro McQueen before, and we have 3 more long sparks. Plus, this person has a lot of pretty good skills that could potentially give us stamina, spring runners, stuff like that. Some of these aren't as good, like non-standard distance is not what we're looking for, but other sources of stamina, firm conditions is good, corner recovery is good. That one's not good. Firm conditions again. We just have a lot of chances, again, stamina, to get what we're looking for, right? Power, stamina again, and corner recovery again. So yeah, just a lot of chances to get what we're looking for. And the good thing is I kind of made sure that we were going to get double circle affinity by doing this. So our chances of actually getting gold sparks and getting more of those sparks is going to be a lot higher. And then we're using this deck that we just showed off, and we're going to have to experiment a little bit. I'm not sure that this is exactly going to be 100% what I want to do. We'll have to see what's better, 3 stamina cards or 3 speed cards, right? There might be a chance I swap out probably Satano Diamond with another speed card, depending on how the runs go. I just got to get some experience under my belt and figure out exactly what we need to do better over the course of the runs. And I don't think we need anything else out of Gold Ship, right? Like, I think she just needs medium and long to run her whole career. And then we do have the stamina bonus and the power bonus. So yeah, what we're looking for in the final build is essentially 1200 stamina, as much speed as we could get, and then we want Go Home Specialist and Swinging Maestro, probably Professor of Curvature as well, and then pretty much mandatory is going to be Straightaway Spurt, and then from there as many of the good green sparks as we can get. So Aishin Flash, Standard Distance, Kyoto Race Course, Firm Conditions, Sunny Days we could go with, but it is a Guts bonus, not as good. So yeah, any of those. If we could somehow get right-handed, but I think right-handed maybe has a chance to proc from one of the just built-in story events, but I think it's very rare. So I don't know if I'd rely on that. But anyways, let's go ahead and start the career. And again, Gold Ship likes to be temperamental, so not every run is actually going to work out. So while I was training Legacies, and it probably didn't even show in the last video yet, but I've kind of adapted my strategies a little bit further from what they were. A lot of times early, I was focusing heavily on getting friendships up. And I realized, especially for the Legacies, I wasn't getting the exact stats that I wanted. So now I've kind of changed up my strategy to be more focusing on the stats that I want and less the friendships that I want. And that seemed to be a little bit better. So we're going to implement that today as best as we can. And I think it's kind of like you want to strike a balance between the two. So you can see here that like stamina is probably the best button here. But the problem is we already have 265 stamina. And if we want to win like the maiden race and stuff, we need speed. So I'm really tempted to just start by clicking speed. Now we are running less speed cards than I normally would be, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to just keep clicking speed over and over. But I think that's probably still the best play, is to just start building up speed, start raising this facility's level. And we are going to want the stamina facility to be leveled up. But from my experience of training the legacy, I could kind of get away with not really training very much stamina until year 3. And then we just go really hard on stamina year 3, maybe even second half of year 2. But anyways, that's probably the strategy that we're going to implement, if it looks a little bit different from what I would normally have done in the past. But sometimes, you know, like, I just can't really justify clicking speed with no one there. So then you gotta make tough decisions, right? This one's kind of good because it's got a hint from Satano Diamond. But Wit is kind of good because it has more people and we don't use energy. But I think I gotta go with this because leveling up the stamina facility is still going to provide value for us. And Satano Diamond could have given us firm conditions, which would have been nice. I haven't trained Gold Ship in a few weeks now, so, since the Gold Ship event, so I will have to probably look up some of these. Looks like the bottom one gives us stamina, so it's an easy pick. Again, no one's showing up to speed, though. That's a little bit concerning. Because we do probably want about 140, 150 speed before we get to the maiden race. But I think it's just too hard to not pick this and hope that we can get an early straightaway spurt. Because then we kind of eliminate that stress. Because I think the run is kind of a failure if we don't get that skill. So. And we got Satano Diamond Sunny Days. At least it's useful, but not what I was looking for. We're probably looking to rest this turn. It's kind of a bad training turn anyways. Because the best thing to do would be to Wit. So, probably just a rest. And then... does the second... I always forget because I always pick the top option here for Super Creek because it gives energy back, but we don't need the full 15 energy. The bottom is 10 stamina. What's better? 15, which is probably only going to give us like 10 energy, or 10 stamina? That's a tough one. I think we take the energy because it's early on, and if we don't have to rest again before the maiden race, that would be great, but I think we probably will have to rest again. Yeah, we only got 10 energy. So, still no real good chance to speed train here. It's kind of tough. Like, this run already feels pretty bad to me, right? Because we kind of wasted that. We didn't even get the energy back from it, but I felt it was the best way to go. And then we waste an energy event as well, which is kind of unlucky. Okay, here, probably going to end up training speed, even though none of the speed cards showed up. But it's going to get Satano Diamond pretty close. The other thing I don't know what to do because I have been using McQueen is on the maiden race I'd always go front runner. I have no idea if that's viable on Gold Ship because Gold Ship has like a G in front runner. It might still be good enough though. We kind of have to get speed right now, so I don't think I have a lot of choice. I think we need to just any chance grab speed. Okay, and then they're giving me another speed, which is nice. Although, Aishin Flash is a good hint, but I guess so is Kitasan Black. Extra tank is not what we were looking for, though. Now, I don't actually know the Hishi Amazon events, because I haven't really used the card since I started the game. But we'll probably learn them over time as we do more and more runs with it. Now this, I guess, is going to have to be another rest. We do get a pretty good speed training here. Then we got one more day before the maiden race, which I think is just going to be another speed training. But yeah, I'm really like focused on the facilities more than I was previously. And then I think get her a drink also gives stamina, so not only does it give energy, but it's just like the better choice. So these are pretty good stats for the maiden race. The question is, do I actually run front runner? And how much are we actually gonna need? Because we're probably not getting hints for this one, would be my guess. Especially because Sweep Tosho, I think, has hints for this, but we don't have Sweep Tosho. So we can't rely on that. And I don't actually know if this skill is any good in the cups or not. This might be like a luxury that we get at the end. Like, is Masterful Gambit good? I don't know. That seems like another luxury skill, though. There's really nothing that we can get to help us for the maiden race. And yeah, so here's where we're going to have to get experience with... Does running front runner work on Gold Ship? I have no idea. As far as I know, it should be viable to do it on anyone for the maiden race, just because we have more stats than they do. But let's try it. That did not work. Okay. So this is going to be a learning experience, huh? We also need to learn all the intricacies of Gold Ship's career if we're going to need to like earn fans or anything. For some reason, I don't think Gold Ship needs to earn fans ever. Although maybe we will for the hopeful stakes now that... I guess, yeah, we do just because we lost, essentially. We probably, because we lost, need to train a little bit more before we can try another maiden race. It's kind of just how it goes. That one giving stamina is pretty good. It's probably just a rest. Ooh, that's a lot. Now, hints are important for us, but all she can give now is firm conditions. I think this is too valuable to give up. I guess also mood is going to help us a lot for the starter race. Usually I would get mood up before the maiden race, but it didn't happen this time. That's just kind of luck-based, though. It's really hard to not click stamina here, so that's probably what we gotta do. And we're kind of just looking for a bad training turn, where we can then run another maiden race now. That's really tempting. The problem is like, this is almost too good not to press, right? As much as we need that Hishi Amazon hint. What is her hint frequency? Does she have increased hint frequency? She does not, so hints are actually kind of rare for her. That's unfortunate, but I think I can't afford to do that. Okay, this card I also don't know because I've been training McQueen and not using this card. The bottom one, both of them are decent. This one gives less stamina but max energy, whereas this one takes a little bit of energy but gives you more stamina. But I think I'm gonna go that. Okay, we can't really train this turn. I kind of want to just run then. Do we have a skill that can make it a little bit better? Like, this is not great. We could pretty easily get this, but we're probably going to get more hints for that as we go. So ideally we do not. I don't know, we're not really that much faster than we were before. I'm going to try it one more time. Okay, so it is possible for her to win the maiden race, and she won it by quite a bit, so I think it was just kind of like a random roll that we lost it before. We just got unlucky. Okay, we do get a mood up, but we probably have to rest again. And now we're just getting ready for the hopeful stakes. Let's look at her career really quick. Is there anything that's going to catch me off guard? Satsuki Show. From what we learned earlier, if we run the Satsuki Show and then the Japanese Derby into this, it is a crown. But I don't think that's going to matter unless we need more skill points. I think we're probably looking to run minimum number of races and maximum amount of training. Killer Appetite, isn't this her energy event? I think it is. Which kind of sucks that we just rested and got well rested, but I think we still go for it. Because it's still 19 instead of 10, so. And then like here, I gotta click this, right? It's just too good not to. So you can see we're ending up with way too much stamina and not enough speed. Ooh, again? I mean, I'll do it, just don't ruin my run. This is good, though. It's a lot of speed plus the reporter. And we're moving our way into the end of December, so we can kind of just willy-nilly use energy, because we'll get some back on the new year. Extra training. I've been really back and forth on what to do with extra training. Kind of my thoughts have been, if you get less than 20 of the stat, do the extra training, and if you don't, take the energy back. So I think this is a take the energy back situation. I don't know this event. What do we got here? Either 10 energy. Ooh, that second choice could give us Slacker. And non-standard distance is not even that useful, so I think we're just going to take the energy. It would have been a lot of skill points, though. Ah, that's rough. You do have a good hint, though, right? You have firm conditions as well. And I guess Ramp Up and Homestretch Haste are pretty good for Gold Ship, as well as Corner. Like, all of these are good except for Hesitate Pace Chasers for Gold Ship. But giving up on 27 or 28 stamina. We do kind of need speed if we're actually going to win the Hopeful Stakes. Or at least we should be able to get top 5 even with this speed. I just can't not click the big numbers. Because we need stats, right? Like, it's just like, how many stats can we get? So even if we don't win the races, I think it might be better to go for stats. Like, here, this is more stats, but... This is a bad situation, though. Like, do I go for this hint? The only thing we can really get is firm conditions. Do I go for this because it gets Kita-san black up to orange? It's a tough one, right? I'll do this and we'll hope. I think the Hopeful Stakes is probably going to go poorly. Should I should take the energy back and hope we don't get a random energy regenerating event. Do we have any skill that can help us here? I might just grab an early corner adept because we are lacking in speed. Okay, this one's going to be bad for Gold Ship, right? Because she always runs on the outside. Extra tank will I didn't really take it into account. I didn't know what extra tank was because I never buy it, but this is actually probably going to be something we buy at the end if we have extra skill points. And this is probably okay as well. But yeah, I think I'm just grabbing early corner adept. It's not a great grab right now because we could get more hints, but we need something to make us a little bit better at racing. And the game says that we're a shoo-in to win. Should we maybe watch a race, try and get an idea of how it's going? Because I obviously have never used Gold Ship since I upgraded her star rank to her new ability and raised her potential and stuff. So we might speed it up a little bit just because not a whole lot is going to happen early race for us, right? Everything happens for Gold Ship late race. Now, I don't know if she procced her skill yet, because I don't think it shows skills while you're sped up. But she's kind of running like she did. It's looking pretty good. I think she's going to easily take it here. I just kind of want to get an idea of what we're looking at here. Yeah, it seems pretty good. She's not winning by huge amounts, but that's because we're kind of lacking in speed at the moment. And then the second option is energy back, right? Okay, so now that is so tempting. Problem is we got another race soon. I need speed desperately, but how can I not take this? This is like 33, 32 stamina right now. Yeah, 32. Extra training? No, we're see if we can get through this early part, resting as little as possible. Okay, now that's a great speed turn. That's what you want to see. And I think we kind of... I maybe made a mistake not going for that Hishi Amazon hint earlier. We kind of have to, like, go out of our way to get those, I think. Because who knows if we'll even get another one. This is unfortunate, but it's a lot of stamina. That's a lot of speed. And we are gonna want to make sure we do get the director up to green, because we do want to level up our ultimate as much as possible. This is an ace run, so that's very important, as opposed to the legacies where it wasn't as important. That's gonna be like almost mandatory. Okay, speed and power is fine. Actually, it's probably one of the better options just because we really need speed. This gotta be a rest, huh? That's a Super Creek hint. I definitely wouldn't do that even if it was a Hishi Amazon hint, but it would be tempting. Given this, I'm probably just gonna do this for the friendship and the little bit of speed. Okay, let's see if we can get some good inspirations. It should be decent, so something to take into account. Not only, like, even a bad McQueen run was getting me the double circles with this nice nature support, but the fact that we ran more G1 races should make the support, like, the legacy even better at possibly giving good inspiration. Here we didn't get a gold one, but we should have even higher rates. And we do get firm conditions already, so that's actually great news. We got 5 hints of firm conditions? How does that happen? We only activated 1 single spark. How do we get 5 hints? I thought it was based on the stars of it, which even if it was 3 stars, I wouldn't expect that much. But we might just buy firm conditions right off the bat. Let's see if this race is firm conditions at least. It is. So that might be just an insta purchase because it gives us some extra strength. Now we didn't get a hint for this. That skill is going to be something else that's pretty good for the Gemini Cup. Second? Oh, jeez. Okay, we obviously don't really want to get seconds too badly, because we do need to make sure that we're getting enough fans, and that's going to hurt our prospects. We still have 2 races, and the Arima Keenan's big, right? So we're still not worried until we lose the Arima Keenan, then we're worried. Now we just gotta get ready for summer vacation. And we need to get as much friendship with the director as possible. But it's not gonna happen this turn. And we already have 600 stamina. So we're doing pretty good on that front. I'm thinking maybe I could drop down, because earlier I was doing it with only 2 stamina cards. Getting up to, and I had slightly less stamina sparks as well, and I was getting myself to 1100, but the reason I went with 3 was because I was really sacrificing a lot of speed to do that. That's a good hint, but we gotta rest here. The problem is now we don't have a lot of speed cards, so it feels like I'm not getting enough speed. I don't know what either of these events do. Where's her part-time job? Stamina. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. And skill points. We do need lots of skill points. Okay, so we could train 1 more turn, then we gotta rest. And this might just be this for friendship. It's not great, but... We also, in our first inspiration, did not get any turf or long sparks, which is a little bit unfortunate. That's kind of going to be mandatory as well. Maybe. It would be nice. Wow, that's very tempting. The problem is it's right before summer vacation. But this has so many pluses to it, right? We got lots of stamina. Getting friendship with the director. I gotta rest, but that was really tempting. We get well rested as well, and it pretty much, we used exactly 70 energy there. So I think we're in a good spot either way. We want to get as much speed as possible right now, but it's too tempting to take this much stamina and get that hint. And that hint was speed, so that's nice as well. Okay, long corners is great. That's kind of just like a supplemental thing that we were going to want anyways. This is tough here, right? Because unfortunately, I said I got to go out of my way for Hishi Amazon hints, but it's a 50-50 which hint we get. And the other two trainings are not bad either. Do we already have standard distance spark? We don't. So that one's not, like, there's a lot of good options, right? This one, we need speed, and it has a chance at the standard distance spark. This one's good stamina, probably the worst option out of them. And this one, it's a good amount of stamina, a good amount of power, and it has a 50-50 of getting the Hishi Amazon spark. But it might not even be the right skill, right? That's tough. Especially if we do this, then we're probably not going to be able to train again. I think I got to. We have to take our chances. Okay. End closer straightaways. It's still a good skill, but it's not the one we were looking for. Smash some watermelons together. And then, yeah, we kind of can't train now. Should I do this anyways, though? Because we do need wit. We're probably going to want about 400 wit if possible, but, you know, we're asking for a lot. So, concessions will have to be made. I really don't want to take the chance on that one. Oh, at least that one's wit, though. Okay, we gotta rest. Paying it forward... I kind of feel like I just take the 10 energy. Alright, we got a whole lot of nothing going for us this turn, huh? It always sucks, like, you have turns where you have such good choices that you gotta pick from, and then you just have, like, a dead turn like this. I'm kinda tempted to just take the wit, I guess. What does this even give? I should probably read what the benefits of this event are. I know I always go with the second one. Okay, so the second one gives energy back and a little bit of guts, which is kind of meh. The top one costs 20 energy, but gives you 30 stamina. That's pretty tempting. Because it's kind of like an extra day of training, almost. Let's do that. We need the stamina. $50 stamina. This is also really tempting because we do still need to get you to green, but how can I say no to 50 stamina, right? We're actually doing really good on the stamina front, so... I'm starting to get concerned that we have too many stamina cards, and an extra speed card is actually probably the play. Because you gotta remember, we have a lot of stamina sparks. Okay, I think we're pretty likely to do well in this race. Is there anything I really want to buy? I don't think so. Not right now. We're just hoping for good placements in these races. Alright, that's good. Good start. And we actually won by a lot. So now we just have to do, like, pretty good in the Arima Keenan. So we get enough fans. There's just so many things in these ace runs to focus on. Like, we need the director to green, we need Hishi Amazon hints, we need as many stats as we could get outside of that. We're still looking for hints from you, right? We're still looking for that. Corner adept we already bought, so that's not as good anymore. Extra tank, though, could be good. I think we gotta go more speed right now, huh? Although this could be a rest turn now that I look at it. It's kind of not a super good turn. I think I'm gonna rest. Yeah, I think that was a good choice. Ah, that's... They're hitting us with the old... You need both of these, but you can only have one. Well, we gotta go for this. Okay, we got straightaway spurt. That's huge. Now we don't need to look for her hints at all anymore. Again, this is better, but this we need friendship with the director. I gotta go with the stat we need more. I just hope that the director gives us a chance. I need to check what races we run at the start of year 2 before April. Do we run anything? Okay, there's Professor of Curvature, one of the skills that we kind of want for sure. This is late April, so we run nothing after this race until late April. So that means we can try and force the director's friendship, maybe? So now could be the time where we buy Professor of Curvature, since we already have Corner Adept. This is a long race, though, so straightaway Spurt, also a good pickup. Can we get both? It's close. We can't get both. I think I get straightaway Spurt. Alright, I think we're going to watch this race again to kind of see how we're looking. Because the reason I'm doing this is so in future runs I kind of have a better idea of what we need to actually win. And then I won't have to run these races. Because I'll already know, or at least I'll have a good read on what's going to happen. We're going to watch this one in whole, just because I want to see when her skill procs and how good straightaway Spurt is working. But we are low on wit, so... She's rushed. Rushed actually shouldn't hurt us at all because we probably have way more stamina than everyone else here right now. We just gotta want to make sure that she actually uses her unique, which could go off at any time now. Okay, there we go. So the crazy thing about Anchors Away in these long races is it lasts for a long time. Like a ridiculously long time. Now we really want to see straightaway Spurt go off, which is not happening. I feel like it should have already gone off. I think we're still going to be in a pretty good spot to win the race, but straightaway Spurt not going off is kind of concerning. Okay, are we passing everyone? Yeah, okay, we're good. She cut it closer than I wanted, but that's fine. So, no straightaway Spurt. So we definitely need more wit. Because we can't really afford for that to happen in an actual race. And then here, this was the one that gives energy, right? Okay, let's see what we can do. The director's here. Why you gotta be on guts? That's the worst possible thing. These are so backwards. Why are the stamina characters on speed and the speed characters on stamina? Doing this because it's more stamina for less energy. Raffle time. Okay, just the basic carrot, but that's fine. We need to start stacking up speed. We're so far behind on speed right now. Okay. We really... I guess we're not that far off on the director, but that's like, I think 2 trainings. Oh, we gotta go speed. And one of these turns is gonna be a rest, which is kind of bad. Although, we get best foot forward. This event is... Wait, what? We didn't have enough power? What do you mean? We had plenty of power. What just happened? I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's random? I thought we would have enough power for that event, though. That event would have been really good if we actually got to take part in it. Apparently, I'm not strong enough. So yeah, she didn't have enough power. I thought you only needed 350 power for this event, though. Well, let me look it up. It might be varying because it goes off at different times. Best foot forward. It doesn't tell you on here. Maybe there's no power requirement necessarily. Maybe it changes based on where you are in the run. That would have been so good for us if we could get that right there. Also, would it have given... No, it doesn't give friendship. So at least we didn't miss out on that, I guess. But that sucks. But anyways, that's one of those things... I might just do this, actually. That's one of those things that sometimes on runs you're gonna get that, and that's gonna make the run a lot better, right? And here it didn't work out because we didn't have enough power, but it might have just been 500 power that we needed. Who knows? I gotta do this. We really need that ultimate level up. We'll see if this gets us there. It's gonna be close. Wit is good. We need wit. Okay, is she here? She is here. I gotta just press this. Because then we don't have to worry about it anymore. It's not a terrible button. Okay, we did it. Okay, so now we've pretty much eliminated all the, like, weird things that we have to do, and now it's just get stats. And obviously we gotta rest here, but... we already have the hint that we wanted. Oh my gosh, really? You gotta get sleep deprived now? Now's not the time. Inspiration's good, though. Not a gold inspiration, but... that's another thing that's gonna be random in the runs, is actually getting the gold inspiration. Okay, so no... we do get standard distance. No long spark, though. That's kind of gonna hurt, right? That's gonna affect how good we do in the races. So now it's really just max out stamina and get as much speed as possible for the rest of the run. What are we still... do we run... okay, we do run this right before summer vacation. How we looking? Okay, we also didn't get this at all. So I already got straightaway spurt. We didn't get swinging maestro either. This run might just be dead. Because we still need to be able to afford this. We need... I mean, this would be nice. This would be nice. We kind of need this. We kind of need this. This would be nice, and then we need Swinging Maestro. Like, the run just kind of doesn't work if we don't actually end up with Swinging Maestro. Now, I know we've gotten at least one of the chain events done. Okay, so now we just need to make sure we get 120,000 fans, which I think we just did, yeah. So now we'll have our ultimate maxed out. We're kind of just hitting all the checkboxes, but I don't think it's gonna quite be where we want it to. Because we really haven't had any, like, crazy turns. Okay, there's actually Swinging Maestro. We did already have 2 of them done, huh? Not even a big hint, though, so it's gonna be expensive. It's gotta be a rest. And then 1 turn of training, and then rest again. We're low on wit, still. Well, I guess we look, but it would have had to have been really good for us to actually do it. There's a little bit of extra stamina. So how many races do we still have left? Maybe 2? Because I'm pretty sure we run the Uri Makinen again. I can't remember if we run the Autumn Tenno show. We do. Okay, so we got 2 races left. I might just do wit right now, because there's no big numbers. I don't think we're gonna... This is probably not the run, but we kind of got an understanding of what needs to be done. That's kind of crazy. What the heck? It's no good reason not to do this one over the stamina. Ah, this choice doesn't matter if I remember correctly. There's cooldown as well. That's interesting. So we could kind of just, like, throw caution to the wind, get Swinging Maestro, get cooldown, and get Go Home Specialist for the triple gold skills. But if we do that, we should probably just be speed maxing for the rest of the run. And even then, I don't know... Oh, please don't actually get a migraine. Okay. Even then, I don't know if we're gonna get enough skill points. And we probably don't even have enough wit. I don't know. This run is... It's difficult. This is way too many stats that you need. If we could fit standard distance in there as well, then we probably guarantee having enough stamina. But since we didn't get long up, it might not even be good enough. I think after we try this a few more times, we'll have a better idea on if we did well in this run or not. Right now, it kind of feels like we did pretty badly. But I think after I do it multiple times, I might realize, like, we did alright for the first try. Okay, well that's useless. Okay, so if we rest now, this probably just gives you focus, right? I'd rather have the stamina. If we rest now, then we should be able to probably train for the rest of the 51, though. 51. If I press this button, we don't have to do any more stamina training for the rest of the run. But that means we only have 2 trainings left, and there's a chance this fails. We could go for a safer stamina training if I just rest right now. That's a tough one. I got rest. We even get well rested. Alright, how are we looking? Wait, is this race? This race is not standard distance, right? Yeah, no. The Arima Keenan's kind of short. It's the shortest long race. I don't think we're gonna have enough skill points to even do what I said. This stuff is expensive. I didn't even really waste skill points on anything. I think we kind of got unlucky not getting any corner recovery hints and getting the bad swinging maestro hint. I mean, we are still going to get a lot of skill points, but maybe we do need to try and incorporate some other races in to get more skill points. But we don't even have the stats or the skill points. Like, something's got to give. But I think maybe for our first try, we just make kind of like a stamina check character. And if we can't find anything better, then we might be using a stamina check character. Okay, so this is pretty much what I said, a safer stamina option that makes it so we will get max stamina if I press this. And then now I guess we're just hoping to press speed, even though we don't have as much wit as I want either. Okay, we can't get baited by this because it's unnecessary. There is the chance for this to be an option, just to try and get extra skill points out of the director. But we're not gonna max out her friendship anyways, and we already have it at orange, so probably just rather do this for as much speed as possible. It also sucks that we got a random mood down not that long ago, and there's not, like, we have a whole bunch of built-in mood ups, but they didn't happen, so I wasn't gonna recreation anyways. Really, you got second? I don't believe you. Didn't happen. There we go. It's actually a pretty close race for what it's worth. I would have thought that I would have way too many stats at this point. But I guess end closers sometimes just cut it close based on the nature of how they work. We just... the last few turns did not have good speed options, so... And if I do this, I'm not getting the 300 wit. And this is not getting me to 800 speed, but... we're running mediums. So are we going to have enough skill points? I don't think so. This is very unfortunate. Reduce fatigue on a downhill. They're probably, like, we just take the cheaper one. Okay. Come on. I think we could do better than that. There we go. So, I mean, there's obviously a lot of things we could do better. We did get max stamina. But I still don't think I know if it's better to run 3 speed cards or 3 stamina cards. There's a lot of things that are lacking, right? But we did at least get the stamina amount. So if we grab this, there's no way we can grab, like, anything else. Can't get Go Home Specialist. I could get extra tank and long corners. But I feel like Professor of Curvature is really good for Gold Ship. But then I can't get standard distance. Okay, well this is going to give us an idea that we do need more skill points. Because all the skills that I've grabbed are pretty much mandatory. This one was random, but it's probably equal to the other gold skill that we were going to get anyways. It just made us spend less points. But yeah, everything that I bought is mandatory. And there's a lot of luxury things we could have gotten, like this, this, this. I don't know if this is that good. This could help. This could be helpful. This could be helpful. This could be helpful. We weren't able to get any of those. Guess that is what it is, huh? So we're just gonna have to make some more attempts then. Because I think we did get a little bit unlucky with not having a whole bunch of really big stat turns. We do have this. This is probably a bad legacy overall, but there's a lot here. It's just like these sparks up here are not good. But down here's pretty decent. So I think for now... I mean, that's like a starter point, right? It's not good, but I'd say it's workable. We met the stamina requirement. And from here, we just have to try and improve upon that. I have to say, I really hate having to use the Hishi Amazon card. But it's kind of mandatory. I wonder if it would have... It just would have been too random if I gave it as like a spark to a legacy. I feel like you'd need a whole bunch of the sparks to try and make it as consistent as possible. Although she might work better than my current gold ship in long races. Oh, this gold ship has both of these, though, so maybe not. What does the game say? Oh, this is not the right gold ship. This is the gold ship. No, this is also not. Where is the gold ship? Oh, here. So it's saying rating-wise it's worse. Not positive if that's true or not, but... Alright, so let's kind of take a look at the final product for today. And then we'll just have to put some more attempts into it. We do not have a lot of skills, right? Would we have been better off with standard distances instead of firm conditions? I think yes. I think buying firm conditions was maybe a mistake. And I would have rather had standard distances for the extra stamina. Because now we're in a spot where we're kind of skirting the edge of actually having enough stamina. Especially if both of these don't go off. So, yeah, this is kind of our first attempt. We'll have to iterate on this and see if we can do better. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time. Okay, well that didn't go great. But we're probably going to try and do some more gold ship runs, see if we can do better than that. First I'm going to go take a bathroom break, and then we'll get back to it. So I will be right back.
の時計も見せてし。父ちゃんとやったみてえにマフラーの重低音についてとか誰かと熱く語りてえよ。さっき聞いた話を思い出したら顔が熱く。くそ、綾乃のやつあんな過激な恋話しやがって。やったな、目標達成したってよ。さすが俺の相棒だぜ。またオペラ王先輩に負けた。なんであんなにかっこいいポーズが思い浮かぶんだ。
Alrighty, we are back. Let's collect all of our random rewards and stuff. And then we'll get back into another one. Almost done with this event. We got a little bit more to go, but... And I don't know if I'm gonna finish all this stuff, but at least I should be able to get to here for sure. Let's see if we gotta hit pity on this. It looks like we are gonna have to hit pity. Although, now that we're actually training aces, we should be getting higher scores than I was getting training legacies. The legacy scores were kind of low. So maybe we'll get through the event a little bit faster now that we're actually training for big points. So let's get into another one. We want to try and do at least our 3 borrows of the day. So yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Umamusume. In the last one, we kind of got a baseline for our ace training of Gold Ship here. And I'd say that it was okay, but there's definitely things that we can improve on. And we kind of have some experience with it now. I'm still not going to change up the cards. I think we need to give this deck a few more tries to actually see its strengths and weaknesses. And then we'll go from there. But anyways, everything should pretty much be the exact same again. I just got to make sure it's actually this McQueen, though, because it would be not that great if we picked the wrong one. Like, what are we looking at if we pick this one? It's not terrible. Also, maybe we'll get a gold spark. And at least, we have a baseline now, but if we could get something equal to that with a long spark instead, that would be great, right? So, or, I mean like a long aptitude increase. So, let's run it. Probably be going a little bit quicker now that we kind of understand what we need to get done. That was a pretty lame first turn, huh? Almost tempted to click this. Wit was definitely something we could have done better with in the last run. let's start off with that. Okay, this turn's even worse. Okay, luckily that event didn't have any choices because I didn't know what that event was. I guess give me this. Alright, early mood up is gonna be big. That's kind of tempting, but I think we need this. Do we have anything to do? I mean, rough not to be able to pick that, but I think we should just rest. Ooh, paying it forward already. Okay, so we're gonna have maxed out mood. Really? We gotta do it. If we could get that checkbox immediately, that's not what we want. Go this one. Okay, we already have Professor of Curvature before the first race. Now, we can't afford it, but it is kind of fun. Gotta be this. So we're a lot more balanced than we were last time. I think we had way more stamina right now last time, and that was kind of not ideal. Oh, I don't remember this one exactly, though. Part of me does like taking the extra max energy. Because I feel like you run into a lot of situations where you're like here, and then you get well rested, and there's not enough room for all that energy, and I like any max energy ups. That would get Kita-san black to orange, give us some wit. We obviously need to train with the director, but now might not be the time. And that's a lot of people. In the past, I would have just pressed this button, but I think we gotta go this. Good Manager is a good event, because that's more max energy. Okay, so last time we did learn that she should be able to win as a frontrunner. Okay. And this time we don't have to waste a turn. I guess last time we did waste a turn running an extra maiden race, so that's already an improvement. Gonna do this facility. This is not great, so I'm gonna go wit here. Get us extra skill points. I don't know. There it is. Okay, it's either stamina or power. Since stamina is like a requirement, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I think it just has to be more speed. Especially with the reporter here. Okay, so that's where Masterful Gambit comes from, but as we learned last time, there is no room to buy things for fun. So I don't think Masterful Gambit's gonna make the cut. Okay, so it's kind of nice just doing all these speed trainings. Because we really don't need, like, a crazy amount of stamina early on. How much speed did we get? I think I take the energy back. And then we need as much speed as possible. I mean, we do need as much power as possible, too, but speed comes after the stamina and before the power. Gotta be this. I'm really tempted to click that stamina button. This is also kind of tempting, but the fail chances are scary. Okay. Just gotta be a rest. I'm not even gonna look. Oh my gosh, really? Sleep deprived right now? That is not what we needed. Okay, now I'm getting a lot of stamina buttons. The smartphone gives you speed, right? I don't remember what the... Which did you lose? Okay, so it's either spend energy and get power or get a little bit of speed. Take the little bit of speed. Ooh, we gotta do that. Take every chance we can to get it. That's not it. That's a good event to get right now, though, because after this we'll get even more energy back. We should be pretty good to win this race. I don't think we need to buy anything quite yet. Make sure we don't run front runner, that would be bad. Okay, so at the moment we're just up a turn of what we were last time because we didn't have to do another maiden race. Ooh, that's big. Kyoto Racecourse. That's a stamina one too, so we'll prioritize that over the power one. It seems like wit. It's a decent amount of wit plus a lot of friendship. This is a tough one because I'm kind of tempted to do this just for that friendship, but I need to get back to working on our main stats, so let's not get baited. Ah, that sucks. Maybe I will press this. Is it worth it? Probably not. Let's rest. Okay, so we already know we have the Professor of Curvature event done, and that one's now started, so I think we're in a good spot there as well. Okay, this event further progress. So now it's looking good that we're definitely going to get Swinging Maestro. Why can't the director just go to the correct training sessions? She needed to go to speed this turn. Okay, inspiration. Can we get some good ones? No gold. Okay. Okay, Duty of Dignity calls, but I don't know if we're going to be able to afford that, even if we get it max hints on it, so... What do we already have? We have Kyoto, so that's not going to work for this. I don't think there's anything I want to buy. We might try and, like, not buy skills at all, if we can. It should be possible on an ace run, as long as the run is going well enough. And that would make us spend the least amount of skill points. I don't know this event. Where are you? There you are. Wait, she has 2 of them? Problem children. Okay, it's either 10 energy and 5 wit, or minus 10 energy. We gotta go with the extra energy back, sorry. Not getting any luck with the director going to the correct spots. Could maybe do this. Ooh, extra skill points. Okay, that's Ice and Flash, but it is a lot of stats. I think I'm gonna do that. And then we kind of have 2 turns until late surgery. That's not what we wanted. So this has got to be a rest turn. And then maybe a... Okay, with sleep deprived, yeah, we got another rest turn, I guess. Although that's big. It's really tempting to do that. That's a good hint, plus a lot of stats. I think we just gotta rest. Oh, really? Well rested when we didn't really need it. Always feels bad a little bit, but... Give me that stamina. Firm conditions, okay. Ooh, that's a lot of speed. I mean, I'm really looking for a turn to wit, but these numbers are too good for me to not press them. Okay, we gotta smash some watermelons together. Okay, this turn we don't really have anything going on. The question is, do I wit or do I rest? I probably wit because resting actually has more value, or more expected value outside of summer camp. We could consider doing this, though, because the director here is really low on friendship. Is everyone maxed out? Super Creek's not. I honestly think I just need a rest, though. And I hope that the director's a little bit kinder to me about where she chooses to be. Not like that. We gotta do this. It's not even that bad of a wit turn, plus we get the Hishi Amazon hint. That's not the thing we wanted, though. So did we get the same hint twice? I swear we grabbed a stamina skill from her last time as well. Yeah, we've gotten that twice now. That's unfortunate. Okay, that should max out Super Creek, though. Or at least get her to orange, not max. Alright, how are we looking? I think we just run it like that. I think I really would like to spend no skills if possible. Or no skill points. I think it would be valuable to know if we can pull it off. Doing the whole run without spending skill points. Because, like, on a character like Marazinski, I know I can do that. So I just tend to almost always do it anyways on her. But there's some characters where I don't think I can really pull it off. That's a lot. Well, the director decided to show up to speed, but she could have gone here instead, huh? That's not what we need. You gotta give me energy back for that one, though. That's good wit. Good wit and skill points. You like to see that? Can you stop, please, director? Like, I really want to get you to green, but you keep going to the wrong places. I always pick the melon soda one, but what do they actually do? Okay, it is better, but it does cost energy. I guess we were probably going to end up resting anyways, so... The only unfortunate thing here is resting. If we get well rested, then we're going to be in an awkward spot. Okay, we did not. Oh. And then this is the other one. I guess even if we had been in an awkward spot, this would have bailed us out. We're gonna spend the energy, get the stamina. That's like a day of training right there. As long as the prediction is not saying we're like hopelessly outclassed, I feel decently comfortable. Like, as long as it's saying something about you being a top contender, like, your chances are pretty good. We're actually doing much better than last run, at least stat-wise and race-winning-wise. And we'll grab the energy here. Director's really here. I mean, she has gotten a little bit of friendship from the races we've won, but she's making my life A lot more difficult. Especially if we get that carrot event again, best foot forward, and then we don't have enough power. Okay, she's not even here. It's gotta be this. This is a tough turn because we could really use the speed, but energy back, I guess. That's a lot of stats. Gotta be kidding me. I can't not click 55 stamina. We're running out of turns here to pull it off, but maybe we just give it up on this one. The director didn't want it to happen, so it's not gonna happen. Please, this is... Oh, it's a failure. Oh, no. Well, that's really bad. And now we kind of need to rest. Yeah, okay. That... Well, maybe the well-rested saves it? That was bad. Obviously unlucky, but also bad. Yeah, this is not going to be enough, but we're going to press that button anyways. Yeah, the director didn't give us the chance for the green here. Could I have tried a little bit harder to do it? Yeah, but I don't think I could afford to skip those other buttons. Another gray inspiration. There were some good things in there, though. Yeah, we get Spring Runner. Spring Runner's interesting because it's speed, right? Yeah, we got the core right here, but they're not super discounted. We're looking pretty good so far. The question is, can we afford those things? This turn sucks. Like, we're on the trail to not really needing it, so I'm just gonna look for, like, one good stamina button in the future, and I don't think I'm gonna press it unless I see, like, 40 to 50 stamina. Otherwise, I think we're focusing on speed and maybe wit. If we could get that best foot forward event now, that would be... It might not even work because we don't have 500 power. How's this looking? Which might just be a top contender. I'll take it. I mean, we're pulling off the races nicely without getting any skills. So that's nice. But we didn't get any of the aptitude ups that we were looking for. So it might just not be good enough. That's a pretty good stamina button. I know I said 40, but this is essentially 40, plus a good hint. Yeah, that was 38, so... What? What'd you do now, Gold Chip? That's a good deal of speed, but I can't risk that. Okay, we got well rested here. We don't want to spend energy, but wit is perfect for us. Now, we still don't have the Hishi Amazon hint that we need. So I think this run is very quickly slipping away, even though everything's looking good. I think we're not going to have the right stuff. What do we got here? That's great to see. She has what it takes to be a top contender. The only thing that I would like to see for making these races a little bit easier is maybe get our mood back up to great. But I'm not going to waste a turn on recreation, so... Unless, of course, our mood gets really bad, then I might use a turn. We also, I noticed, got hit with an energy down right before summer camp, but it's not terrible. Just could have been better. I gotta do that, right? That could pull it all back together. There it is, straight away spurt. And now we're really just looking for speed maxing. But, like, this isn't that good, right? This is kind of low. So I'm really tempted, as much as I don't need this hint again. We're not really low enough on energy to do a rest and recreation. I think I'm gonna click this. It makes it so we can then do training the next 2 days without having to worry about energy. We got punished for it though. Just gonna do wit again. Yeah, we didn't even end up seeing anything better. I think in hindsight, doing speed training on that day would have been a better outcome, but, you know, couldn't have predicted it. It's kind of lame because this power is actually very tempting. But we really just need speed now, I think. Let's do this power, because it's way better stat-wise. And it gets our stamina into a really good spot. Okay, she didn't actually get a migraine, but she is back down to normal, which is really bad. Oh my gosh, really? Can we not just get some energy? Oh, okay, I say that, and this is energy, right? But I forget which one's which. I don't want to press the wrong one here. The bottom one is the energy. Jeez, just no one is going to speed now. Maybe I do the recreation then. Oh, we got Claw Machine. It's kind of a bad time for Claw Machine. The last time I did Claw Machine, I actually failed horribly. I've almost never really failed at Claw Machine, but I feel like I've gotten progressively worse at it as the game has gone on. Like, that's good, right? Yeah, that's good. I usually just go for the standing up ones, if possible, unless they're just too far away. Oh, really? This one's got a few attached, maybe? Just one, that's fine. Okay, never mind, it's gone. I don't know if your positioning affects things falling off or not, or if it's literally just random. Because, like, that one I felt like I was well positioned, but it still fell off. Okay, so it's really looking like we can do the whole run without spending skill points, huh? Okay, so it's just gonna be how much speed can we get I'm not completely thrilled with how much wit we have, but it's better than it was last time. And if we can get to the same amount of speed we had last time, which I think might be possible, then I think we can chalk this one up as a success. Now, there would be something to possibly running the Japan Cup right now for extra skill points. Because this isn't a particularly good turn to train. No. I think I gotta just get all the speed we can. We do get the reporter, I think, up to max now? Yeah, for that 5 extra. Now, I was just thinking about it. We might have the director not high enough to get enough stats. Yeah, I think we're slightly too low if we don't get any stamina from anything else. Okay, we need to rest this turn. Okay, that should make it so we can definitely train the next 2 turns. Oh, we got a little bit of stamina, so we are gonna be fine. What did we get the stamina? Just 10 stamina just for fun? Oh, from this event. Okay, so Gold Chip, if you complete all of her goals, then she just gets 10 stamina. Okay, we'll try and keep that in mind in the future. Really hoping for big speed numbers. Kind of tempted to get the director to orange, but I don't think we need it actually. So let's just get speed. Okay, I mean, we got 1 race left, but so far we made it through the entire career without buying a skill. Nah, really? Is this gonna give us enough speed? I think we're gonna be just short because the director is not orange. We're not gonna get to 800 speed. Well, actually, did I lie? I ended up with more speed there than I thought for some reason. I think I just wasn't doing math at all. It's gonna be close. Oh, come on, really? No, we gotta... We would like to just have the win. Hopefully. 3rd. Okay, I'm just gonna waste... I'm just gonna use everything to see if we can get the win, because... Okay, we did get the win. It did take 2 alarm clocks, but we'll ignore that part. Didn't happen. So it is very much possible to win the whole thing without spending any skill points. Okay, we did at least get the 10s. So that should ensure that we got enough speed. Yes, we did get to 800 speed. So this run just seems like is just a better version of our last run. Now is where we gotta make the tough choices. So we get up to about 1,300 skill points. And I think very likely I'm gonna try and get Kyoto, but let's start with the things that are mandatory. Swinging Maestro, we need 2 gold stamina skills to start off with. Oh, we did get cooldown again. So that means we could actually go 3 gold stamina skills? Let's hold off on that last one. Because we do need straightaway spurt for sure. And Professor of Curvature is kind of also very nice. And then we're kind of... don't really have a lot left, right? We gotta pick, like, one good thing. Although, if I'm not mistaken, the green ones, the first level up is worth more than the second level up. So, like, I think this would give 40 stamina, whereas this gives 60 stamina. So is it maybe worth to, like, double? Get 2 separate ones? Unfortunately, there's no way we can eke out 3. And I think kind of the position that we're in, if both of our stamina skills don't proc, then we don't have enough stamina anyways. So we need them both to proc. But do we even worry about Kyoto then? We could instead just go Spring Runner, get as much speed out of it as possible. This is a tough choice. I'm sure that someone knows the right answer, but I do not know the right answer. I'm very tempted to just go like this. Obviously, I would love to get all of these. But we just simply do not have the skill points. I could get 1 and then get extra tank. Because extra tank is really discounted. But I don't think the green skills require a wit. I don't know if these green skills require wit or not, whereas extra tank would require wit. I think I'm gonna go with this, but I don't know if it's the right choice. Like, would it just be better to go extra tank instead of this one? I don't even know, because we're kind of low on power. I wonder if firm conditions would be the right choice. Hmm. Such a tough decision. It seems like we're just getting too many skills that we need. So I wonder if we... The problem is the card that I really want to drop is the Hishi Amazon card, but we need this. This is mandatory. But I wonder if one of the other cards would be droppable. Possibly the Satano Diamond. Swap it for a speed card instead. I honestly do... I can't decide if Extra Tank is a good choice or not. I think I'm going to take the Extra Tank, though. And the Spring Runner for speed. Because I think it doesn't make sense to also then get the Kyoto Race Course. Oh, whoops. Don't do that. Yeah, let's do that. See, I feel pretty good about this one. It's not a great rating, but that's mostly because I don't have the greatest of stamina cards. We do have a long aptitude here, 2-star power. That's not really useful, but this one's good, especially for this event. I don't know, it's not a great legacy, so... Got a lot of things. Yeah, I was getting into like the 9,000s when I was doing the legacy runs. We can do better though. It's just because my speed cards are actually pretty good, but my stamina cards are not. And it's unfortunate because there's nothing I can do about that. Let's check. The problem is like, these aptitudes are really hard to beat. Yeah. I mean, the problem is I don't know if Team Trials always requires you to have as much stamina as this gold chip does, so... What did we have last run, speed-wise? Oh, we actually did beat our speed. We had slightly less power, though. But a lot more wit. Yeah, I'm kind of confident this one's pretty decent. Not for Team Trials, but... So yeah, there's another run where I think we did a little bit better, and we gotta keep putting in more attempts, but I like what we got here as a good starting point. Like, if I don't get anything better than this, then I will feel okay about running this one. Unfortunately, we do only have the level 3 ultimate. That is another thing that I forgot about, that we couldn't quite pull off like we did last time. So, there is that, but this is pretty decent, I think. If we have to use this one, then I will. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Alrighty, well, let me fill up my water, and then we'll try one more run for today. We get anything from here? Some gold ship events that I've never seen before. What about here? Oh, we might as well wait on that. One spin's not worth it. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, let us see if we could do better. I think now we're kind of at the point where we get the idea, and it's just going to take like a good run to actually put it all together. But I don't think we've done poorly in the last few. Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Umamusume. In the last one, we improved on our gold ship in a lot of ways, but there were a few things that didn't go quite as well either. So we're just kind of looking for the perfect run now to get it to all come together and get the gold ship that can actually win in the Gemini Cup. So we're using all the same stuff that we've been using. This McQueen, right? Yes, this one. And then lots of stamina. So this is our last borrow for the day. Still can't decide if I should exchange this Satana Diamond for a speed card. We're getting okay amounts of speed. It's just my stamina cards suck so much, right? Like, if I could replace this, like, I really don't... One of these two, if I could replace it with a good Manhattan Cafe or a Mayano Top Gun, that would be great. But it's not going to work out. Or at least it's not possible right now. Maybe in the future. So last time we did also do the entire run without buying skill points, so that's gonna kind of be the baseline, is to always do that. This is weird, because it's a lot of stamina, so I am going to click this, and it's a hint, but last time we didn't get the Kyoto race course anyways. We did get extra tank, I guess. But yeah, we're just going for as much speed as possible early on, hopefully. We'll take a little bit of wit. There's just a random mood up? I don't even know that event, but sure, I'll take a random free mood up. This is a difficult one, right? Because last time we ran into the problem of we didn't get enough director friendship. I think we have to do it. Just because that, if we could have the exact same run as last time, except get enough friendship for the director in time, then it would be better. Is there anything we can train today? It's probably a rest. Well rested, not ideal there, but I guess we needed more than 50 energy anyway, so I'll take what we can get. So far in both of our runs, we've also been able to get the Hishi Amazon hint that we needed. So right now I'm feeling pretty confident that we can get that, but I don't know. We'll probably run into some runs where we don't get it, and then it'll be very sad. We gotta spend extra energy here, right? Yeah. Okay, what? I don't know. This one might give skill points. I think on the bottom. Let me look up this card. No, it's wit. Okay, and the top one's completely useless for us, so yeah, I'll take that. That is interesting, but I think this is mandatory. Okay, Kita-san Black, get us a mood max already. And then that's pretty good. See, this run we're just getting like free training with the director. She's just where I want to be. I'm forcing it a little bit, but most of them have been where I want to be. Usually the top one is a stat. Actually, hold up. I meant to check this, but I hadn't checked it. Gold Ship has a special thing. A special event for winning both Takarazuka Keenans. Should I be doing that? Like, is this good enough? It's pretty good. It's an all stats up by 3, plus a mood up, plus 45 skill points. But it also can give charming, which I don't know why you would even want that. I don't know if this event is real or not. I can't tell if it's only in the Japanese version. It says it's in global, but I cannot tell. Anyways, what were we doing? We were doing dance lesson. I just got distracted by seeing that special event. Yeah, this top one's power. We gotta rest. That's unfortunate that we can't do that, but it is what it is. Sleep deprived? That's a terrible time to be sleep deprived. Paying it forward, I might just do this for the extra 10 energy so we can get one more training in before the debut race. And then we'll do that and see if we can get an early Hishi Amazon hit done. So then we just don't have to worry about it anymore. Okay, that's not what we were looking for, but that's fine. So we should be able to do front runner for this, so we'll keep doing that.
実力は完全に上位ですね。
Oh, we probably need to rest. Okay, at least we followed up the sleep deprived with a well rested, so it all balanced itself out. I don't think we can afford to do that right now. Just gotta be more speed. That's a lot of speed. Okay, I wasn't gonna know the events for that, so. That's crazy that this power is giving almost as much stamina as power. It's giving more stamina than stamina training. But we're doing this. We need a good amount of speed for the hopeful stakes, but I think we won with about this amount last time. We're gonna rest, but that power was kind of tempting. We gotta get the speed. Guess we'll do this, because this is not that great. Alright, that's a nice event. Alright. There's a lot of people here, and that's a pretty decent stamina number, so I think we're gonna take that. Plus the director, and we're already way closer, like it's not even year 2 yet, and we're almost at green. I don't know what this event does. We haven't seen this one today yet. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Well, we'll take the wit over the guts. Okay. It is Hishi Amazon, so I was gonna probably do wit anyways, but this seems like an ideal time for the friendships and the hint. Dang. Okay, well, not what we were looking for, but we gotta keep taking our chances. Right now, I think is a good time to get energy back, though. What? What does this do? We either get stamina and wit or speed. Both are very tempting. Actually a little bit behind the stamina I was last time. Otherwise I would just like flat out click speed here. But it is 20 speed. I think I gotta go with the speed. Speed was on the bottom, right? Yeah. Oh, we didn't get the fast learner though. Fast learner would be really big because I think it just makes everything cheaper for us. All those skills. Okay, just don't accidentally run front runner and we should be good to go. So this road's starting off pretty good. We're doing well on speed. We haven't really done that many stamina trainings yet, but I think that's fine. Because we'll have a lot of stamina coming in from the sparks. And then we can get the energy back here. This has gotta be stamina, right? Okay, we actually already have the director at green, so we don't even need to worry about that anymore. It would be nice if the reporter would go to speed and stamina, because that's what we're looking for right now. I think we do this one just because we need the speed right now. I know we had this one last time. I know we picked the top option, but I don't remember what they do. Okay, top one's stamina. Alright, we gotta rest. Uh-oh. That's terrible news. And that's a really good training with the reporter, but we kind of need to go to the infirmary. Maybe I take this one and then hope that next turn is not that good. I usually just try and get rid of every negative immediately, but sometimes it can be a little bit tough. Yeah, I mean, this is at least less good, so hopefully we can get rid of it in one go. Okay, we did. And we got our mood back up. That's great news. Wow, that's okay. That's the kind of thing we're looking for. The more we see this, the less we have to click speed, so... And we can see a gold inspiration today. Not yet. Alright, we're getting a lot of passive wit, which is nice. Seems like a rest turn. Okay, so now I kind of got to make the choice. Do I try and run that second Takarazuka Keenan? Kind of don't want to. So I think for now I'm not going to. It's a good speed training. Random Gold City card. Ooh, just free 20 energy. I'll take that. Okay, we don't really need a Satano Diamond hint, so... we're just going here. Yeah, if I don't run the Takarazuka Keenan, it's kind of perfect, because I train here, rest, and then... then we should have max energy for summer break. I guess it's this. The speed training kind of sucked. We do need to level up the stamina facility. Not a good swinging maestro hint. Okay, we don't want to train right now. We need to rest. Okay, we're kind of in a pretty good spot. We have way more speed than we usually have right now, and we only have a little bit less stamina. So this is a good time to just get as many stats as we possibly can. What's the hint? Okay, it's Satano Diamond. Sure, more stamina. So if we could do one wit, that would be nice, but I don't... these are too good to pass up. We're going to take the speed over the stamina right now. And we might just have to rest now. Smash some watermelons together. Ooh. Really, it's gotta be 47 on a 50% failure chance, huh? Well, we can't possibly do that, so... We're definitely doing pretty good right now. We just really need that Hishi Amazon hint to pay off. Hopefully this doesn't burn me, because this is not that great, but... I mean, that's not the worst thing I've ever seen. We can rest. Oh, sleep deprived. Now's not the time. I guess never is the time, but... We already got Night Owl once. Can't we, like, stop getting sleep deprived? I think we might be a little bit lower on wit than we were last time. But I really don't want to focus on that. Okay, that's good though. This is fine to rest now. And then this one, I mean, we're just gonna keep doing this because it's the 30 stamina. Kind of tempted to do wit here. Really wish I could get more training in with the reporter, but this should still make it, unless we get an energy event. That 30 energy is still gonna be good for us to take. Okay, so what are we still concerned about? We already have the director at green, so we don't need to worry about that at all. It's literally just the Hishi Amazon hint. And then stats. I can't remember if we already got the Swinging Maestro thing, but it's not a huge deal if we don't have it yet. Okay, we do already have it. Okay, that's a good speed training. Now would be a great time, well, not this turn, but coming up. Oh, tissues, that's terrible news, because our mood is lower than I would like now. But it would be a great time for us to get the best foot forward event. I don't... Is there a good opportunity for me to get our mood back? We've kind of used, like, a lot of our mood ups already. Ooh, okay, well, that's a lot of speed we're giving up, but we need this. That's not the right skill. Come on. Oof. Kinda need a rest this turn. I think the run might have just fallen apart. by our mood going down. It's kind of really bad.
気合は十分です。始めましょう。対決。トレーニングの時間ですね。
I mean, I'm searching for an opportunity to fix it, but but don't we get a mood up from the fan fest though? It's not perfect, but it's something. And again, we don't get the aptitude up. Do get a mood up though. Okay, that's not Hishi Amazon. So this is probably just a rest. Okay, we are a little bit lower on stamina than I usually am around here. Right after the inspiration, but I think we should still be okay. Target in sight. That might be good, but it's probably not worth it. Oh, please don't get... We've gotten so many mood downs on this run. It's actually... It's like RNG throwing the run. Yeah, target in sight, probably not the right stats. The other green things are probably better. Dang. Should probably spend extra energy, right? This one gives stamina, if I remember correctly. So I think I'm gonna... Recreation. Well... Yeah. We're at an awkward spot here, huh? I guess I just wit. I think this run kind of fell apart here. I don't think it was exactly my fault. It was all the random mood downs. I mean, we did just get a mood up. Does that fix it? Not exactly, because we missed out on a lot of training. But at least it didn't cost us any races or anything. I don't know, we're quickly getting to the end. Hishi Amazon hasn't given us the hint yet. Everything else looks so good except for that. And then we've gotten kind of bad trainings for like this first half of this year. Hishi Amazon is not one of the hints. Unfortunate. Might as well do this. So we need stamina, but this hint is gonna be better. That was a good hint. Okay, I mean both of those things are good. I don't know if we'll be able to afford long corners though. I feel like I'm gonna press this button and immediately it's gonna be like, oh, 60 stamina or something. No, it did not do that. But... Okay, there's cooldown again. Is that a chain event? Does it say here? I don't know if it says. Not Hishi Amazon. Kind of tempting to just rest. Oh my gosh, sleep deprived again. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the straightaway spurt. Is Amazon not even here? Guess not. Fighter works though, right? Fighter's one of those ones that I always don't pay attention to, but I think it's actually decent for end closers. Oh no, it's a late surger thing. Never mind.
ここは負けられない一番人気。
I mean, I guess we just make sure we get enough stamina, but this run is kind of sad now. I gotta rest. Yeah, I guess we just didn't do enough stamina trainings, but we had other problems too. What the heck? A prominent contender? Surely I've seen this message before, but I don't remember it. Still one though. There's some extra tank hints. Yeah, I think this one's kind of dead. We're just finishing it out, I guess, but there's almost no way that it's actually better than our last run. Like, we don't have as much speed, we don't have as much wit. I don't think we have a comparable power. And it's not even guaranteed that we're gonna have... Okay, well... This change is what I was about to say. I was about to say it's not guaranteed we're gonna have enough stamina, but... that kind of sways things a little bit. Now, if we could see buttons like that earlier on... like a nice 80 stamina just randomly in the middle of the run... that's really what we're looking for, is like a lucky run where those things all combine. But really, outside chance? No, I probably wouldn't even stopwatch this one. Because we don't... yeah, it's... I think I just let it die here. I kind of wish you could look at your stats. Maybe you can under placing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, we're just low on everything. compared to last time. I don't think it's worth it. Except the Anchors Away. Anchors Away is the only thing that we got that's better this time. And we only lost by a nose, so if we did redo it, odds are we would be able to win the run. It's definitely possible for us to win. It's just like, it's not really worth it. I think we just end the career. Well, that was an unfortunate one. Couldn't pull it off. Yeah, and you miss out on a lot of skill points if you don't actually win. You got cooldown again. Extra tank got an extra hint this time, huh? So far, it hasn't even come into play that we try and get go home specialist. We've just been getting cooldown every time, which comes from this card, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, it does come from this card. I mean, that's pretty good. We don't even have, like, that many choices here this time. We're 1 point away from being able to buy that. Whatever. Doesn't matter. This run didn't pan out like we hoped it would, but could have still been a potential 3-star stamina, but that didn't work out either. Corner Adept and Corner Recovery is nice, but overall this is not good. Made some decent event progress today, though. Alright, so let's take a look at how it went today. So we started here, got the max stamina, low on wit, low on speed, okay on power, but we could use more power, obviously. We did pretty much get the skills, but we ended up with the wrong green skill, in hindsight, I think. Here, we were missing the ultimate level up. That's what went wrong there. I think otherwise it's pretty good. Obviously, we didn't get the aptitude up. We had a lot more wit. I think it's kind of going to come down to if we just get an aptitude up and can have a run that's similar to this one. And otherwise, yeah, this run's just not good at all. Obviously, we probably have enough stamina to do it, but it's not better than the other ones, so wouldn't even consider that one. We're just going to remove it immediately. So, I mean, let's do our spins and stuff, but I think that's gonna be it for today. Got one more of these done. Need 5 more career playthroughs. Got 4 spins. We could actually already re-roll this card if we really want to, because we already got a bingo, but honestly, I feel like I want to go for the statues. Maybe that's just me. Mostly because I haven't done that many scouts for horses, so statues maybe have a higher value to me. Also, this will be 5 statues soon. So yeah, I'd say we did all right today. I think we have a decent start, and hopefully we could just put together something better. But that's gonna do it for today. We'll probably be back tomorrow with the same thing. And then what day does the actual event start? The event starts on Thursday, huh? So on next Friday, we will check in and see what I accomplished before the Gemini Cup actually started. But tomorrow we'll see if we can make some more progress and get something better. And if we do get something really good, then maybe we can move on to my secondary ace, which I think is gonna... I was originally gonna do... why did I go here? I was originally gonna do Super Creek, but I have no way of getting Swinging Maestro because we used up all of these. So I can't do that, so instead I think I'm gonna do Agnes Tachyon. I don't really need to raise her potential. Wait, it didn't click on Agnes Tachyon? There we go. Yeah, you don't really need any of these. I guess you can maybe use this. Yeah, maybe it would be good to have this, but I do have the materials for this. I don't know, we'll have to see. Because it is expensive, I need to stop maxing potential of people. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for stopping by, hopefully you enjoyed. And we'll be back tomorrow for some more gold ship training, probably. But anyways, that's all for now. Bye!